Hi, thanks for getting curious with What If Curiosity. This curiosity based learning for educators revolves around the question what if there were no trees? Included are 8 questions for your students to explore and discover, along with 8 actions they can take to deepen their learning and connect it with their actions. Happy learning and stay curious. The first question for this question is to consider what would the world look like without any trees? After thinking about that for a while, take action by imagine you're looking at a photograph of a treeless earth. Describe it in a paragraph. The next question is to discover who wrote the famous 12-line poem called Trees. Then, before you discover or after, you can take an action by writing your own 12-line poem about trees. Another question to drive discovery is how did the poem Trees inspire actual action to save trees? And an action you can take is to make a collection of other written words that have inspired people or governments to take meaningful actions. The next question is to find out when did Kilmer write the poem Trees? And an action to take is to imagine Earth 100 years from now. Draw or describe your neighborhood, detailing where trees are or aren't. Did you know the poet who wrote Trees has a forest named after him? Pretty rad, huh? See if you can find out where it is. And for an action, think about if you could name a forest after anyone. Who would you name it after? Where and what kind of forest would it be? And why would you name it after them? Why do you think trees are important? Why do you think poems are important? Write a letter to all the dogs of the world, letting them know that they are no longer man's best friend. Trees now have the title. So if there were no trees, where do you think birds would sing and kids climb? Make a list of 3 ways you and trees are connected on a daily basis. A final question to consider is what is one way both trees and poems are awesome? After you think about that question for a while, think about the question what if trees and poems have a lot in common? Trees and poems have both defined structures to hold them together and function. Trees have roots, branches, and leaves, whereas poems have words, lines, and stanzas. How would you describe a tree as a poem and a poem as a tree? As always, super stoked for your curiosity. Thanks for joining us here. Feel free to join us elsewhere. Looking forward to wherever your curiosity takes you. Have a great day.